want some peach cobbler? The shoes have spoken. Hey, this is going to be peachy. Actually, it's not going to be peachy because I went to the store to get some peaches down at the Wild place, you know, Walmart's, and they didn't have any peaches. So we're making Nectarine Cobbler. And here's what we're going to do. We're going to start off with two cups of flour. We got 3/4 of a cup white granulated sugar. Ain't that sweet? 2 teaspoons of baking powder. We got 1 teaspoon of baking soda, and that ain't Coca-Cola. We got a teaspoon of bourbon with fresh vanilla bean. Last but not least, we have 1 1/2 cup of buttermilk, baby. We got to get this here all mixed up. This here is going to be the topping. This here, I also like to sometimes put some fall flavors in there, like some nutmeg or cinnamon. But with the vanilla bean and the bourbon, I think that's going to be plenty of flavor. So we'll save those fall flavors for the filling. You don't want to mix this so much to where it balls up, but you definitely need to make sure that you get all the clumps of flour from the bottom. And you want it to be stretchy. That looks good. So we're going to move on here to the filling. Let's get to that cobbler filling. What we've got is we have 1 1/4 cup of brown sugar. Make sure you pack that in there. Don't short yourself on the brown sugar, baby. Hey, we got a 1/4 cup of maple syrup. We've got bourbon. Hey, when you use alcohol to cook, rule of thumb, if you can't drink it, don't cook with it because that stuff's nasty. We've got 1 teaspoon of pumpkin pie spice. We've got a 1/2 teaspoon of cinnamon. We've got a 1/4 teaspoon of cayenne pepper. We have 1/4 teaspoon of nutmeg. And we have 1 freshly squeezed lemon. So let's get that mixed up with this here 2 tablespoons of flour. Let's kind of get this all whooped into shape here. We're going to go over here and we're going to retrieve these nectarines. We're making nectarine cobbler because nobody had any peaches. Peach season is in August and nobody has any peaches. I cut these peaches up last night. You can see some of them look kind of brown. Well, that's because they've been soaking in bourbon and cinnamon all night. Let's get this all mixed up. Hey, this is a dessert for all year. Man, this is gonna be good. Hey, here in a second, I gotta take this cast iron skillet. I gotta take it outside with this stick of butter and get it hot. I mean, cooking hot, because when we come back in, we're gonna dump this filling, and we want that filling to just stick to the sides. It's going to be sugary, and we're going to cause some caramelization, and when you dip down into it, it's going to be good. So hey, I'm going to finish mixing this up. I'm going to get this out on the outer surface of the hot tub where the temperature reaches about 425 degrees Fahrenheit, which is like 7.62 degrees Celsius. I don't know. All right, I'll see you in a second. Hey, get your fingers out your nose. We're ready to get it. Look, oh yeah, this is gonna be right as rain, baby. Not what I was expecting. Hey, I know this for sure. I was checking out the prices of them sous vides. They're too expensive. What was I thinking? I got a hot tub in my backyard. So I just put that to the highest setting and I put it in a plastic bag, set it in there. Hey, it don't matter if it's got a little leak. The pool's chlorinated, for goodness sakes. Now we got that filling in there. We're gonna put this topping on. This is a topping we made earlier, and there's some things that you can do to change the flavor profile depending on the time of the year. If you're making this during the fall, feel free to use pumpkin pie spice, cinnamon. Some people would be like, hey, just pull this, but don't pull it all the way to the side. I say that's not true. I say cover the top. And here's why. I've done it both ways, and I prefer to have the topping throughout the whole cobbler. This cobbler is going to cook at 350 degrees, and here's how you're going to know when it's done. This top is going to get brown and crusty, and all that juice from the cobbler is going to come bubbling up. I'm going to throw this into the hot tub, and I'll get back with you in a minute. Hey, at 350 degrees, this thing's going to be in the hot tub for about an hour and a half. And let me tell you what, make sure, like I said, you get this cast iron skillet hot before you put that filling in there with that butter. Make sure that you don't pick it up barehanded. Let me show you a little picture of what happened to me when the last time I picked it up. Look what it did to my hand. Yeah, look, yeah, I got burnt. So make sure you use some. All right, here we go. That is our Nectarine cobbler. This thing cooked in the hot tub for about 6 hours, 4 minutes, and 32 seconds. Hey, that's going to be it for now. So before we leave, I'd like to thank our sponsor. That's right, nobody sponsored this stupid video. Hey, until next time, change your socks and your underwear and get outside and cook something.